Well, hello there. What is up, gamers? How you guys doing out there in the world of flesh and blood? Hope you're all having a nice day. I'm having a great day. I managed to top 8 and then make it all the way to the finals of a Sunday Showdown. Sorry, I'm setting something else in the background. It is so incredibly exciting to top 8 a Sunday event because I've always considered it something that's like almost impossible to do. I used to say that battle hardens were a waste of your money and your time because you just had to play so perfectly to top 8 or get so incredibly lucky. And it just, I don't know, it seemed impossible. But I went X2 and top 8'd. I used to think you had to you could only drop one game. You drop one game and you might top 8 if it's the last game of the day. Nowadays, turns out you can drop 2. And then it also helped that it was Sage. I've been having a lot of fun with Sage. And then, I found out after the finals that they changed the way the cash worked too, that it's like a lot more lucrative now to top 8 and even more so to win or make it to the finals. So it was pretty sweet. I remember the morning of, I brought Phi to play in the main event, to play in the calling. And the morning of, I just was thinking do I really want to go play this Sunday event? This almost impossible to top 8 thing? Is it worth my time and money? And by George, it was worth my time and money because it was so much fun. I went for it because I just love Ira, and I've been enjoying Silver Age a lot more than I thought I originally would. It feels like Blitz did back when I was new to this game. Back when Flesh and Blood was I guess it's still my first card game, but back when card games in general were new to me, playing Blitz at the LGS level, that's kind of what Sage feels like. I don't know what it is, but it scratches that part of my brain. So I talked myself into it, and it was sick. It helped that a friend of mine, Philip, supplied the Ira list. My buddy Andrew Lorenz was going to let me borrow his Ira list if I didn't day 2 the calling, and he did. He did end up day 2ing the calling, but he gave his Ira list to another friend of mine, Sebastian, former card guy and still friend of the channel, Sebastian Cavallo. Lorenz gave him his Ira list, so I was kind of in trouble. But luckily, a different friend, Philip, also day 2'd the calling and had his Blitz Ira list for me. And funny thing, the Lorenz list was what I was used to playing in the ProQuest level, because I played a lot of Ira in the ProQuest season. He was playing Looking for a Scrap. Philip's list was no Looking for a Scrap. Now, if you know anything about Ira, you know there's 2 minds of thought. There's the people who like looking for a scrap, and there's the people who don't like looking for a scrap. And I guess I've now seen both sides of that coin. And let me tell you something. We'll go ahead and cut to the main view. There were 3. Let's count them just to make sure I'm not wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. The Sunday Showdown. Yeah. There were 3 Iras in the top 8 of the Sunday Showdown, and none of them were on Looking for a Scrap. Now, I don't want to make any conclusions from that, but I was a Looking for a Scrap truther. I really thought that it was a card that was worth its deck building restrictions. But now I'm maybe not so sure. I mean, what is one Silver Age event, what does one top 8 event really signify? But we're going to look at all these lists, and none of them are on Looking for a Scrap. Anyway, so let me see if anybody's talking in the chat and see if I'm ignoring anybody. There's probably not. It's probably totally dead chat. Nobody there. Nobody talking. Oh, wait, people are talking. What's up, Fyandel Spirit? Congrats. Thank you. Thank you so much. Benjamin, thank you so much for a nice job. What am I playing in CC? That's a great question. I don't actually have the answer to that yet. I'm working on that. Love seeing Sebastian back as well. That's yeah, no, Sebastian's incredible, super cool having him back playing events again. It's really honestly pretty radical. But anyways, so let's talk about Ira. I was playing Briar in the first ProQuest of the Sage portion of this ProQuest season. And I top 8'd with Briar immediately after testing Dromai and a little bit of Azalea before that. I quickly came to the conclusion that Azalea is a little too fair in the format, in my opinion. Which is funny because, you know, turn 0 dominate certainly isn't fair, but she feels just a little too fair against other heroes that are doing some pretty, I don't know, the whole format's fair because it's Silver Age, but I don't know. Azalea just didn't feel like it. And then I played some Dromai, and that was pretty fun. And like, you know, you would beat the Briar sometimes, so I was like, ooh, this deck's kind of viable. Every once in a blue moon, I can beat a Briar. But then I was losing some other matchups. I played the Guardian matchup on a Guardian that had plenty of poppers, and I was like, oh my gosh. So Dromai, and then I just played Briar for like 2 games. And speaking of like, you know, unfair stuff, back when we still had Lightning Press and Burn Up Shock, I was like, oh my god, Briar. Nope, I'm not even going to look at another deck. It's Briar. Don't care. And so, like, I played it for like 2 games. I went to my ProQuest the next day. I top 8'd, had a great tournament, even beat like a Fatigue Terra, utilizing my 2 evergreens in the sideboard. At the end of the game, I had 1 blue and 1 evergreen left, and the Terra had nothing. It was awesome. But then in the top 8, I immediately got just blasted by a Kano. So that was a little eye-opening to see how easily a Kano could blast you. In further testing, I found out the Briar could blast Kano almost just as fast and potentially more consistently. And Ira won that event. And I was just smitten with that list. Like, it was good into Kano. It could beat Briar. It could beat KO. So I was like, okay, Ira. And even though Briar was like just a broken cheat code of a deck, I played Ira in every single ProQuest for the rest of that Sage season, and I top 8'd and top 4'd one of them because one of them was just a cut to top 4. Every single event I played with Ira, so I was just madly in love with the deck. Never won, so that was a little bit of a bummer, but I just kept top 8'ing with her, and I just, you know, Ira's so fun in Sage. It's exactly what I want to be doing in the game of Flesh and Blood. So yeah. So that's why I was very much down to be playing Ira on the Sunday events. And I managed to borrow this deck list. We should probably jump into the deck list instead of just having story time. But it was just a blast to actually get to play Ira at a competitive level in this event. I guess we'll look at my list first. I've actually already got them pulled up in Fabray, so we can look at that. Which, whoa, look at that little graphic. What was that, Heroes? Wow. But here we go. So this is the list I played. This is a buddy of mine named Philip. He supplied the list. That's why things like Punch Above Your Weight are in here. This is an anti-fatigue card. I have since actually tested it into some Oldhams, and it really is nice if the match ever gets down to the nitty-gritty to have blues that just come in for 5, you know? It kind of feels like... because you're pitching a whole blue to do everything at that point in the match anyways, it almost feels like one of your red 1-for-5s at blue. So pretty sweet. Aside from the fact that it blocks for 2, I definitely did lose one of my games because this card blocked for 2. But, you know, it's like it's a give and take. I feel like its ability is pretty strong for a blue. Having a blue that comes in for 5 was pretty incredible on the day. I never actually utilized its ability even once, but... the option that it was there is nice. So on the day, actually, it would have been better as just a 3-block for me. But, you know, it is what it is. What else was kind of a thing that I noticed that was a standout here? Oh, Key Unleashed. None of the other, as you see, there's some pretty big similarities between Aaron's list and I, except for the armor. As you see, Aaron's on Mask of Many Faces to do the whole... where is it? Life of the Party. Yep. To do the whole Life of the Party thing. Life of the Party is a 0 for 7 on hit, gain 2 life, go again. It's pretty sick. Like, that's well worth the hat. you know, not effectively, you're losing the block on your hat because you have to break this to use it. While I am all about the hat that blocks for 2. This is what I was also running in the ProQuest season. I just think this hat's too good, you know, 2 armor, a break point, and then a weapon block. You know, if you can split it up, it's just incredible. But I respect what Aaron was doing. In Swiss, one of my losses was against an Ira that was doing the Mask of Many Faces thing, and primarily because I was forced to block a life of the party. It was pretty good. Me and Aaron faced off in the top 8s, and he never got to throw his life of the party, so I think he even said it after the game, him having 1 less block here is like exactly what lost him the game, because at one point it was like 1-to-1, but I was able to block a Kodachi for 1 off of the second block on my Blade Beckoner, where he didn't have that option, and he didn't get to use life of the party in our game, so all this did was block for 1. As opposed to 2, what my hat did. And the game was that close, so it literally came down to whose helmet blocked for more, and fortunately, mine blocked for more. He's also on Bluster Bluff. That's a really cool thing that I like about this list, actually. It's got Bluster Buff and Smash Up. You know, it's got like a 38 base, so you can just chuck in Bluster Bluff or Smash Up, depending on the matchup. And like whichever one's more important. It ended up being Smash Up on the day. I played Smash Up into everything. I don't think I ever put in Bluster Bluff instead of it. But you know, it is what it is. Still nice to have the options, because not a Bluster or Smash Up isn't good into everything. And then what else was Aaron doing? Oh yeah, here's another big difference. If you look at Andrew, who was the Ira I fought in the last round of Swiss, you notice something a little similar about both Aaron and Andrew. They were both on Tiger Eye Reflex, which, like, in retrospect, I feel like is probably worth a spot in the deck list. I could be wrong. Philip built this list, you know, so I shouldn't nitpick it too hard, but this card's incredible. Like, against in the last round of Swiss, me versus Andrew, in the end game, when we were both at 1, he blocked with the Tiger Eye Reflex, and I was like, oh, that's the game. It's over. Because now he gets to go Kodachi for 1, Tiger for 1, Kodachi for 1. And that in the end game, if you like pitch your Tiger Eye early and you ever get to the nitty gritty, like, it's just incredible. How are you going to live through that? Because then you just throw anything else after and it's just game over. But yeah, so they both were on the Tiger Eye, both Aaron and Andrew. And they were also both on Sound the Alarm. A big difference, another big difference actually, and it's clear because of Tiger Eye, but Growl. Growl was really cool. Anytime they threw Growl for 3 and then or for 4, you know, and then followed it up with a Tiger that otherwise would have been for 0 for 1, it made me look at my 100 wins and think, this 100 wins is a really cool card. And, you know, again, I don't have Tiger Eyes, so 100 wins is, in theory, better. Because if you play 2 of them in the same turn, the second one comes in for 4. But the number of times I saw Aaron or Andrew did it against me, throw Growl and then throw a Tiger afterwards, it's just like, oof, that extra 1 in this 20 health format where the health really, like, the games are really, like, you know, the numbers really matter, I mean to say. The Growls were just like, what overperformers, especially with the Tiger Eye. And then it was funny, at one point I threw a Key Unleashed at Aaron for 4. It was turn 0, but in our top 8 match, me going first, I just threw one of these because I didn't think I was going to block with my armor anytime soon, so I was like, let's just get rid of it. He's like, Key Unleashed, huh? That's a card. And looking at Aaron's list, it's like the only... Does he have any Tiger payoffs aside from Growl? I think he might only have Growl. Does he even have Pouncing Key? Yeah, he's not even on Pouncing Key, wow. So he's literally just using the Tigers to come in for 1 or for or like Flying Kick. Or I guess Life of the Party. Yeah. If you have to use your shoes for a Flying Kick and then you draw Life of the Party and Tiger Eye and then you can use Mask. Okay, yeah. So it's also for Life of the Party. But Andrew, I saw, was on Pouncing Key. all about like how are you trying to pay off your tigers. Aaron is very much on this Mask of Many Faces thing, a life of the party thing. So his tiger payoff is life of the party. That's why he's on one of them. Because the second one for me, the tiger payoff is Key Unleashed. The second one though blocks for 3. That was like me and Philip even talked about that. It's like, oh, the first one's great. The second one blocks for 3. Aaron doesn't have that option because life of the party is a 2 block, so he elected to just play the 1. I'm just assuming all of this, but it makes sense in my brain. So naturally, he's got less tiger payoffs. He's got the growl naturally because it just pairs so nicely with Tiger Eye. But Andrew actually was on some tiger payoffs in the form of Pouncing Key. Something interesting about this deck, I ended up losing against him, but we had a really great round in the last round of Swiss. Something embarrassing. I was X-1 going into the last round of Swiss. He was the only undefeated left, and we were at table 1. So, like, in retrospect, I probably should have known that I was locked for top 8, win or lose. Because it's like table 1, he's undefeated. It's like, I'm sure somebody's been at table 1, lost to the undefeated, and then got like 9th, 10th, or 11th. So maybe I did have a reason to be concerned. But in the moment, I was like, ooh, I wonder if I'm going to get in if I win or lose. And when he sat down, he was undefeated. So he's like, I don't really have to play for placement, but I've lost to Philip's Ira before, so I'm going to try and thin the herd. I was like, oh, great. So he's coming to kill me, or he's trying to at least. And then we had a great match, but in our match, he threw a Pouncing Key at me for 5, and my list was on 1 Wax On in the sideboard, and I brought it in, in for the mirror. I was thinking, in case he throws a Snatch or a Scar for a Scar or a Cut Through for 5, many things that are 0 cost that at some point in an Ira mirror might come at you for 5. And against Andrew, I did block for 5 on my Wax On, but little did I know, he has 1 card in his entire deck that can potentially be a 0 for 5. Literally 1. And he threw a Pouncing Key at me that was turned on by a tiger. I forget if it was his shoes or his Tiger Eye. Probably Tiger Eye, if I had to guess. And I had my 1 of 5 block for it. And it just felt incredible afterwards to look at his list and be like, holy cow. There was very few opportunities for me to extract the full 5 block out of this card, but I pulled it off. Still lost that game. It was incredibly close. The main difference between the list that I played and the other list were that this list is very aggro. It's on 2 cut-throughs. It's on Scar for a Scar, and nobody's even on Scar for a Scar. Like, Aaron's on 1 cut-through. Andrew is on none of them. A big theme in this deck, if you look, he's also got Look Tough on the sideboard. I assume that comes in when On the Horizon comes out, maybe, against, like, Oldham or something. But this deck is, like, pretty no-nonsense. I think it goes in line with the way Andrew felt as a player. There are no 2 blocks in this deck unless they are Bittering Thorns, Growl to pair with Tiger Eye, Upsticks, which is just a 0 for 4, why wouldn't you play it? And Smash Up, because it's a necessity in the current format. It's got play into almost every single match. So naturally, like, if that card doesn't block for 3 or 4, it's not getting into the deck. Like, it better be Bittering Thorns or a, like, equally valuable attacking card. Otherwise, it's not making the cut. Like, Andrew only played 3 blocks. Bluster Bluffs, Chest Pops. Of course, Flying Kick. I'm also on Flying Kicks, of course. He's got the Sounding Alarms as well, which is an incredible card, but, just one that I didn't think could make the cut in the list. Torrent of Tempo. Like, this deck blocks. This deck blocks well. And he's also, I think he's on the most blues out of all of us. Andrew was on 16 blues. Aaron was on, oh, no, I take it back. No, wait. Yeah, this is Aaron's. Aaron was on the most. He had 17 blues. And then Philip and I were on 15. So the lowest of the blues, 15, 16, and 17. And then for Kano, we were all respecting Kano in our own way. Andrew's got the AB3 and just Arcane Polarities, which with all the blues, AB3 seems to make a lot of sense. Aaron's only on AB2 in Polarity. But, AB2 is generally pretty much good enough to get there. That's what I'm on as well, just AB2. I've got the polarities, but I've also got Oasis Respite. In retrospect, Oasis Respite might have been overkill. You can kind of get a little bit of a vibe of like what our locals must be like watching this or looking at these lists. Like, because Philip is a local of mine actually, or at least local enough that I see him at all the competitive events. He is. There's a lot of Kano lovers in our area. So naturally, he's got Oasis and he's got Polarity because he really don't want to lose to Kano. I'm surprised he doesn't have AB3, but I think he was like, lower count of blues. Can't really support AB3, but on the turn that I do pitch a blue to go AB2, maybe I'll have the Oasis to pitch the extra resource into. So I respect it. Aaron, I'm not sure what this tells me about Aaron. Aaron's like, he's got blue upsticks as well, you know, which is kind of cool. It'll make the second Kadachi come in for 4 in the late game. But Aaron's, does this tell me that Aaron maybe runs into Naib a lot? Do you think Aaron and Naib are generally close to each other? Because this is, this is a little bit more of a wacky kind of angle on the deck. But at the same time, I lost to this variant of it in Swiss, and I only just barely beat him in the top 8, so hard to say. And then I guess what does this tell us about Andrew's deck? He's from like a no nonsense part of town where we just throw good numbers. We block well and we go Kadachi for 1, Bittering Thorns for 4, Bluster Bluff for 5, or actually this for 5 as well. And like we play Pouncing Key because when it's a scar for a scar, hell yeah, and when it's not, it blocks for 3. I'm not too positive exactly what it tells us, but I respect all 3 of these lists. It's always like fun to just play a deck list and then boom, you are the most represented hero in top 8. But yeah, so Peter's KO deck was pretty sick as well. But anyway, so we're here to talk about Ira today. We're gonna go ahead and play matches with all 3 lists. I guess we'll start with the list that I played, and then we'll move our way down. If anybody feels like hopping in, please do. I'll just, I guess we'll do competitive. Well, I'll just do public so it stands out easier. Oop. Oh, that's classic constructed. And I'll take a look at the chat, see if anybody's saying anything. Oh, bravo, that was quick. Yeah, he can. Well, can he turn 0 dominate? It's got to be at our Arsenal, but then he wants to Arsenal, so we're gonna make him wait on that. I'll go first. So he's trying to stick attacks on Arsenal, so Smash Up feels incredible. The block cards are probably good here. Do I want Oasis to try and sidestep dominate? We're just gonna try and smack him around and hope that that's good enough. I swing? Yeah, we swing at him. Try to get some cards out of him. AC wants to try and drag this to fatigue. A lot of armor I gotta dig through. Oh, we already got damage on turn 0? What? That's crazy. Why can't you answer the question? Because CC is very daunting right now. I'm looking at Acilio and I'm looking at Dash, but ooh, I got a red pummel out of the way? That's great. I'm honestly... Classic Constructed is a bit of an enigma for me right now. I was playing Fi and loving it, and then I realized that Fi isn't nearly as viable as I was hoping he was, so that was trouble. But I'll figure it out. We got some time before Japan. Surprise, surprise, I've come to realize that this deck is... like incredible, and it's what I'm going to play for Japan in Sage more than likely, but I got incredibly lucky in my top 4 game beating that Valda. I found out afterwards, like, if I hadn't thrown a Smash Up at the exact, well, in the moment I realized it because he blocked with the pummel, but I threw a Smash Up that if I hadn't thrown when I did, I just die to a Dominate pummel, and as it stood, he had to give me the pummel to not lose the attack out of his arsenal. So, like, I was very lucky to have beat that Valda. like 6 times out of 10, maybe more like 8 times out of 10, I probably lose that game. So to win my top 4 game was just incredible. I want to take a little damage here, but I have no reason to, so I guess we're just gonna block it like that. Yeah, this hand doesn't do anything though, unless he pummels me. I almost want him to pummel me now. Ugh, what a nuisance. Well, we can give him the blue and we can just IP some cards. I'm not going to give him good red cards for a stupid hammer swing. Just annoying because his hand doesn't do anything now. You know what? We can IP the Scar for a Scar because eventually he's going to throw something at me. Look at that. Yeah, he's got... But can he even dominate it now because it's not already turned face up? I don't know. Anyway, so back to the chat. Sorry. Getting distracted by this Bravo game. Will, you are a ninja player now? I've been a ninja player. Oh my god, the dominate boots. Wonder if that's good into Valda. Should we be playing the anti-dominate boots? Oh, it's cool. If he does let this hit, I can throw the Scar. He'll probably block it though with all that, yeah. I haven't even considered testing those boots in Ira. It makes me lose some Tiger production, but it still blocks, and I can turn off a whole dominate. And usually it's like the second dominate that kills you. If I can just turn that off and like, or whichever one sucks, if they throw a dominate that sucks in general, I can just turn off the dominate and put a bunch of cards in front of it. That's pretty good, actually. Look at this hand. I wish there was a blue in it. Oh my god, if we give him the armor, we can, like, do everything. No, we can't do everything because this won't have go again. Maybe that'll be our arsenal target. We'll just go 4, 4, 4, 4. I block this for 5 and take 5, I follow to lower life? Yeah. We want the Scar for a Scar to be turned on at least, so we'll do it like that. Look at all this go again. Ooh, wait, if he eats the first Scar, I lose go again on the other one. Ooh. I should have held back a piece of armor to go 1 life lower. He'll give me something for this, right? Yes. Too bad it blocked all of it, but yes. You know what then? I might just have to throw the next Scar for a Scar instead of throwing this for 4. Yeah, I'll throw this one for 5. I don't want it to lose go again somehow. If for some reason he got a bug up his butt and he decided to eat 4 off of 100 wins, that would make me sad. But yeah, I've like loved Katsu since WTR days. He was my favorite hero to draft, and then Phi was what I latched onto during Uprising. So I'm a pretty big fan of the ninjas as a class in general. Looking for a scrap is a lot less good after the ban since there are less fatigue / blocky decks in the format now. Okay. Life of the party trick is overpowered, so your list is superior. Is overpowered? But I guess I lost to the one in Swiss. But I beat the one in top 4 or top 8. Both of their lists are broken, in my opinion. No, that's so funny. I'm not sure what list you're talking about, Luke. Talking about the other Iras, I guess, maybe? Dang, he blocked it. I guess we're getting the armor out of the way, though, and that's what counts. Alright, Philip's Ira deck has earned him the title of final boss at our armory. I've started playing Riptide into him. That's hilarious. Ooh, we can flying kick here. We can also Razor a Smash Up. I think we're gonna Razor a Smash Up Arsenal Flying Kick. Ah! What if we Razor the Smash Up? It's so fucking broadcasted. That's the shitty part. Oh, I guess we can cash in that block. That's fine. Alright, let's think. How do we make this not obvious as hell? Do you lead with, like, Tiger? The only way it makes sense is if I feel like the Flying Kick is going to brick my arsenal, and I should just Flying Kick. I should probably just Flying Kick. It's super annoying. I also could have blocked. No, we're doing the Razor thing. We're committed to it. We're going to draw a hand that can naturally Flying Kick later. It'll be fine. We're gonna blow him out by getting his arsenal. See, this is how you shouldn't play in a competitive event. You should probably just Flying Kick and like arsenal this and maybe blocked with the Razor. But whatever. So then we go Kadachi. And it's not super obvious. I guess it's still... I don't know. It's like a little broadcasted. We go down to 0 floating. That's what makes me think it's a little hidden. But like we still have 2 cards here. Like, why would I break my stuff there if I'm not doing something more? I don't know. We'll see if he plays around it. Or if he just has a D-React, you know? We'll see. Alrighty, sorry, where was I? CC Victor. I could maybe play Victor. See if we get him with this Razor. Probably not a D-React on Arsenal. Sick. Too bad we don't have 2 floating to then Flying Kick after everything else there. That would have been sick. Okay, this hand doesn't Flying Kick. Oh, actually, it does. It does Flying Kick. That's funny. Yeah, I think we... 100 wins coming up too. Nice. I think we Flying Kick and then just Arsenal the Humble. That's pretty sweet. Look at Fane Vengeance doing more than just one job. I thought it only like did a couple of things, but here's something I've never done with it before. Turn down a Flying Kick. Oh, cool. Oh, I guess the 100 wins let me know that it's coming up next turn too. That's where, like, in a different format where they have go again, if I knew that, I could just then block with the, like, probably Wounding Blow, and then just go Kadachi Humble. But in this instance, since I only needed to block for 4, I get to get all the value. Alrighty. Now Victor would be cool, Shadow Hand, but I'm not a Guardian guy. But I do know that Victor is very strong right now, so I respect your opinion. I just know that it's not really one for me. I love throwing 7 with this deck. How are we doing on cards? 22 to their 24. Yeah, he's trying to whittle me down. Don't love that. What do we block with here? I guess Soul Beach Strike? Luckily, he's like practically out of armor, and I've got a lot of health left to kind of wiggle with. This feels like an Arsenal punch above your weight, which is funny, but like it's a blue I can throw for 5, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. 100 wins for 4, and then we'll throw Humble for 6. I'm also trying to figure out what I'm doing in Japan. I'm pretty much sure Ira's what I'm running too. Hell yeah, for Sage. I mean, don't count certain other decks out yet. Like I said, Valda is actually pretty incredible. KO, which is what beat me in the finals, even though I was beating the KOs all day. KO's pretty incredible. What else? I'm not sure exactly what else. Oh, Florian. I've been running into some very annoying Florian lately. I shouldn't call it annoying, but like they're doing some stuff that's like just jacking me up. I mean, it's making like 20-something rune chants and throwing them all at once, but it's been pretty impressive. But yeah, you know, at the same time, you got to play what you think is fun. Ooh, this hand's pretty good. Oh no, but it doesn't have a second blue to throw flying kick. Shit. Boulder drop. Blue. Dominate. Well, well, well. Luckily, I just put the card on top of my deck. That's kind of nice. I guess the flying kick isn't really doing much here, is it? Oh, that's kind of cool if I go... I think I like that line. Gets the up sticks back in deck too for a little bit of deck density. Oh, that's right, I have to put something on top. That changes the math a little bit. I guess we put the Bittering Thorns on top? No, we'll put the up sticks up there. Maybe I just throw this for 5? Arsenal the red? Hope that I have a banger turn next turn and hope he doesn't throw something incredible at me. This is taking a turn. I felt like we were securely winning this one. Now we might be in trouble. It depends though. They aren't very good. Like you like skip your turn and that's not very good. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, if the anti-dominate shoes aren't worth it and Wookie says so, then I'm gonna trust him. Why does this Bravo have gold hat? I have no idea. Passive strength cannot be that good. Oh, well, it looks pretty okay right here. I don't even know what it did. Then what else? It's okay for a 2-block hat. How is this deck in the KO? It's pretty good. I like it in the KO. Congrats on the finish. Thank you, Derek. Estate 6 times with Remembrance is fun though. Yeah, I can believe that. Did you knock out that final Valda? I did, but I got incredibly lucky. That it came down to a well-timed smash-up. Otherwise, I lose that game. Oh my god, this hand didn't draw blue. What a nightmare. Big 5, drop to 2, throw a reasonable hand at him. Goes something like Adachi, Bittering Thorn, Snatch. Yeah, I think that's the line. Too bad there's not a blue in this to do a little bit more, but whatever. Shoot, a lot of bit more, actually. Oh well. Luckily, he's out of armor. So this Snatch is going to be pretty annoying. And I can still just 1-block a hammer without dying, so that's good news. I'm mostly a Guardian player, but I do like the Ira value deck. How did the Valda game go? I wish they streamed the showdowns. It would have been sick, actually. There were some really cool games. Oh, I'm going to get to draw? Hell yeah. I guess if he does nothing with his turn, that's pretty bad for him. This cut through is probably going to get turned on with him being at 4. Double cut through could be sick. I wish we had a slightly better hand in this situation, but it is what it is. I wonder if I throw the 2 or if I try to nip him. That's the question. Hard to say. But if he lets 1 Kodachi hit, he's in really big trouble here. I think we are going to pull this off. I think I'm going to keep the Fluster Fist just to throw it. Nip's cute, but I don't think it's going to win the game, where if I finish with a 2 after everything else I'm doing on this turn, he's in pretty big trouble. Well, the game was actually awesome. So, turn 0, Wookie played the blue draw crowd, which was like pretty sick for turn 0. It's going to give him +3, but it lets me draw a card. I guess the nip works here, but whatever. Throwing the 2 is going to be... I guess actually if he has a 4 block, this is worse than the nip actually, because I could have just ended the game there. But he didn't have a 4 block, sick. And then now I get the last card. So I guess nip is a smidge better, because he gets another turn for me to maybe draw a hand that does literally nothing, but that shouldn't happen, I don't think. It was close. No, this card is bad. I don't even think I want to arsenal it. Hopefully he dies this turn, actually. I throw, like... yeah, he's dead. Kadachi, +2 breakpoints. It doesn't matter what happens. Especially with the... oh, yeah, and the red pays for the smash up. So, bada boom, bada bing. So, he played a pretty gnarly turn 0. The draw crowd into another one of the Valda, like, pumps that make seismic surges and stuff. And then, good game, bravo. That was close. We threw a 16 on turn 3. That always helps. Is that the razor turn? Might have been. 21 value turn. That's incredible. So he, had a pretty gnarly turn 0 where he's gonna throw a 16 dominate potentially at me the next turn. Ended up being a blue crush card, so it was only like 14 dominate, something like that, which is still really good. But he let me draw a card on turn 0, so, and then didn't throw an attack, just set up the other aura, which is, exactly what he should be doing. But my win-loss is not 5 and 3. What the heck? The card I drew wasn't a dud. He drew me into, I think, a what was it? It was either 100 wins or a cut through. Whichever one it was, my hand was already good, but the cut through just made it so I could then finish with the flying kick in my hand. So I had like a turn 0 18, which was just bananas. Then he cracked back with a pummel, and I still managed to go like Kadachi for 5, which he blocked. Later found out that it was actually a misplay. He could have eaten that Kadachi for 5 and not died yet. And then I threw the smash up a little later on in that turn, and that's when he had to block with the pummel that would have beaten me. So if he eats the Kadachi for 5, then the smash up, he can just block and keep the pummel. So really exciting game, very tight. I had an incredible turn 0. Wookie still is able to play through it and beat me if that smash up isn't so punishing. So yeah, really, really sick game actually. Oh, okay. So the pummel was the very next turn actually. Whew! Ooh la la. So it was 13 plus a pummel. Yeah. Very good. So that must have been a yellow turn 0 play to go with the blue. I think. I'm not so sure. Or maybe the base of that blue Guardian attack was 7, not 8. I don't know. I don't know enough about Guardian. But yeah, so it was 13 and then he pummeled on top of it. Pretty rough, but I managed to play through it. So crazy. So you pummeled me and then the second pummel came like immediately? Not immediately. I guess like a turn, 2 turns later. Valda's scary. Is there any chance you could post a link to the deck? Sure. Let me do that right now. Second place, Ira. Oop. Going into the chat. Oop. Whoops. What did I just do? Oh. Boop. There is my second place list. You took another setup turn. That's right. That's right. Pretty scary. Well, that's the trouble, Derek. Yeah, you grind the Guardians down, but Valda doesn't let you. Valda says dominate for 10 repeatedly. Pummel. So yeah, Valda doesn't let you. But yeah, otherwise you do just grind them down. Well, there was a game on my list. Should I do another one on my list, or should I try out Aaron's? I guess, we'll just keep on alternating. So we'll do Aaron's next. Another cool thing about Aaron's list is that he's on 2 Razor Reflex. I'm just on the 1. Although my top 8 was dependent, I guess not dependent, but one of my games, my opponent played around my second Razor. And I guess actually I had 2 games. The Ira that beat me in Swiss, he played around a Razor that wasn't there. Or no, he was playing around a Legacy of Ikaru that wasn't there. Or a Nip at the Heels. But a Valda in Swiss played around a Razor that wasn't there, and I think I maybe still win that game even if they don't play around it, but it certainly helped. But yeah, of course, Andrew's list is the no-nonsense, no time for Razor Reflex. There are no time for Razor Reflex in this house! Maybe we'll do. You know what? Yeah, actually, I was gonna do a game of Aaron's, but let's do a no nonsense game first. We're gonna take a page out of Andrew's book. As we saw, we won this one just barely though, at 1 health, very close. With 11 cards to 10 cards. Okay, yeah. So I'm actually up a couple cards. I feel like the Kodachis eat cards faster than the Hammer. So yeah. Well, actually, I guess that's not true. Hammer Swing is 2 cards. Kodachis is 2 cards. So, but I'm ahead by like 3 cards. So I probably win this even if it goes to the grinder. Alrighty then. And so now we're gonna play a no-nonsense game. Boop. Boop. And boop. Let's see what happens. I built the Valda list today and ordered what I needed for the Ira deck today. Cool. Good stuff. I watched the CC Valda game on stream and I was like, dang. Yeah, there was a Valda that was doing well in CC, right? I only heard about that. I didn't get to see any of it, but that's pretty cool. But did we get our match? What happened? Did I open it in a new tab or something? Did I click leave game? My brain just farted. I thought we got into a game. Maybe I never even started. Okay, Vynnset. That's funny. Sorry, I got distracted if I did start a game and then ditch somebody there. Alright, I gotta add some cards. Or no, this is his no-nonsense list. So then we probably just equip AB. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think that's fine. Do I run Polarity? I don't think so. He's on more blues, so it should be fine. Now we get to see the power of Tiger Eye Reflex, though, which is a card that I've been testing since the top 8, the finals finish. One thing I have found is really cool about this top 8 is it's been really fun to just, like, examine what everybody else was doing and really get a good feel for, like, what's going on. Do I Arsenal Tort of Tempo here and just throw Soul Bead to kind of like spread the value? Or do I Arsenal Soul Bead and just have a shitty arsenal? I think we actually just Arsenal Torn of Tempo here, which is kind of weird, but... It's like, I'll throw this for 2, but I don't want to Arsenal it and save it as like something I might use my action point on later. So yeah, we're actually just going to save the Torn of Tempo and throw the Soul Bead Strike, which is kind of weird, but I think it's the correct line. Until I don't draw a blue next hand, but I wasn't going to IP it anyways, so I guess it is what it is. Because I get the Kodachi, it's kind of like it came in for 3. So, not that bad. Losing 2 value on the turn, but I get to stick it in an arsenal, and it'll be worth 5 later. Nebula Blade. I haven't seen a Nebula Blade version of Vynnset. This is different. I guess if it hits, you get a rune chant. Oh, she let that hit? Damn. I could have cracked my chest and thrown a 5 at her. Probably wouldn't have been worth it, but I could have. Oh my god, the all red hands. Oh my god, pouncing key and it's doing nothing. That's fine. It's blocking for 3. That's what it's doing. Oh, I hope the attack is big. Yes, the attack will be big. Thank God. We can block for everything. This is where, in a normal version of the list, or not of the list, but in a matchup where I don't have to run AB, I would just be blocking with everything. I guess I'm still going to be blocking with everything. But I'd just go Tiger for 2, Crack Chest Throw, Torn Tempo for 5, Arsenal the up sticks. But here, we're going to have to eat a bunch of ruin chants. Oh boy. At least this one doesn't do anything. Did they play this, or is this just chilling for later? Gross. I guess the hand blocks for 10. Should I block for 12? The other option is to pitch this for this. It's probably better just to save some life. Have a turn later. Instead of a crappy turn now, save some life and have a better turn later. You're not always going to do the thing, hopefully. Oh, this... I might get rolled by this Vynnset. This might be trouble. This depends. How much go again are they going to have? Might just be like attacks that are just huge. Unpreventable, so no reason to pitch to it. I'll just take them both. Unless I want to pitch away a red. I guess I could have, but they block for 3, so it's fine. And this thing's big. Oh my god, it's so big. What the hell? I mean, I think I just have to block with everything. There's no reason to hold it back. Too bad I couldn't have stopped the chance to stop this from making a rune chant when he's done with it. Sheesh. We could crack the armor to go like Tiger for 2, Tiger for 1, but do I really want to utilize all my armor for effectively a head jab? That doesn't seem like the smartest choice. I guess I could crack the gloves. He is on growl. Yeah, why don't we just throw this for 2? Better than doing nothing with the turn. And then later on, I'll get value off the shoes somehow. No, you fuck! I just let him use his D-react. I shouldn't have thrown anything. We're gonna lose. Alright, finally we can stop some ruin chants at least, and maybe keep a blue. I mean, it just depends though. If he throws another 14 at me, oh thank God the pummel's not coming at my head. This is ridiculous. Oh, I don't think they drew an attack. Well, that's why you're on the sword, huh? Have you played a non-attack? Yeah, they just did, so this thing's coming in for 4. Bummer. Oh, I guess the tiger does something here, but not really. Yeah, we'll just block or pitch that. I guess we're eating that one. And on my hand where I don't have, or I have all 3 blocks, I'm going to be forced to overblock this. That's always fun. But, oh well. We have to do it. I guess we give him that one. Keep nip, because I can at the very least keep these cards next to each other and try to nip them for a little extra damage, I guess. Or we can arsenal the nip, I guess. It's not a terrible arsenal choice. Maybe the pouncing key because we got that. Eh, whatever. Probably pouncing key is a little bit better of a choice for the pouncing pause. Maybe enable a flying kick later. But whatever. Ooh, or maybe I can use it on a... Well, no. Can't even use it on that, actually. Maybe he'll use it on a tiger. Who knows? It was Legacy of Icaro. I was going to say I could use it on Bittering Thorns, but that's not the right card. Alright, Deathly Whale. And I think we can actually stop it this time, which is cool. Yep. Stop all the chants, and we will block the attack. Just like that. That way I can still do something with the turn. Yeah. Not a very good turn, but a turn nonetheless. So they just have to set up like something powerful. I really like a go wide turn. Somewhere where they can use their Sutcliffe Suede Hides, and then I'm in pretty big trouble. Alright, we got the Growl. Oh, this hand's disgusting. Please don't throw anything at me. They're going to throw something at me. Son of a gun. This hand does everything that I want it to. We might just have to eat this damage and hope that he doesn't... He's totally going to give the attack go again. This is where he kills me. Oh, bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Because this hand rules. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. Yep, there's the go again. I guess we're going to pitch the blue away. Maybe I can fatigue them. Oh gosh. Oh, this has on hit. It doesn't even matter. They got pummel. You say it's got on hit make chance, but it's also got on hit pummel, so whatever. Ooh, and they're gonna throw a sword too? Oh my gosh, this is so good. You're a monster. Good job, Vynnset. Way to show me the power. Bring a no-nonsense deck to a nonsense fight, and whew, I got my butt kicked. I wanna challenge this guy to a rematch. That was great. Let's switch player stats. Yeah, nearly 17 value per turn. Oh my god, well, it's because they did a 17 damage turn, a 17 damage turn, and then a 19 damage turn to close out the match. Pretty good. I wonder if they want to let me get a rematch. That was some value out of that Vynnset. That was impressive. Take notes for Japan. Maybe that's what everybody needs to be on. Holy cow. Let's chat for a second. Whew. Can you believe that Vynnset? That was pretty sick. They wanted the die roll, which helps, right? They went first? Or no, I think I went first. Sheesh. Pretty good. What did I do? Let's look at my numbers real quick before I dive headfirst into the chat. Oh, I challenged them to a rematch. They didn't say anything, so now I don't get to see. Wait, I can do this and then I can concede, right? Does that still do it? Yeah, okay. What were my numbers? I feel like I actually had a pretty terrible match there. Was it because I was blocking that I was throwing so little? So turn 0, I just set up. And then I just threw 9. Did I block? Did I pitch? And that, and then that. I mean, I wasn't throwing hardly anything. Maybe it was because they went 17-17, but this was 19. I even cut off the rest of their value. 0. Oh wait, so they went first. Okay, I think they went first. So that was the problem. They went first, and then my crackback was for fucking 9. Which I guess 9's not the worst, actually. But it's not great. It's not great. Then I blocked 12, then I blocked 14. Yeah, I just got ran over. that was incredible. Good stuff, Vynnset. Keep an eye on Vynnset for Sage. Maybe there's something there. Cheers to the end of the week. If it was a busy week, and it was for me, I'm glad we all got here together. Oh, let's change that win-loss. That Vynnset absolutely wrecked Andrew's no-nonsense list. But you know what? And, you know, it beat me, but that's exactly why I really liked Philip's list with all the Scar for a Scar and the, I guess, you know, 100 wins is the same as Growl, but then what else? Cut through, stuff like that. Just like little things that get you incremental value and like let you be more aggressive that Andrew's list was not on. He did not have anything but Growl and Bittering Thorns. And Upsticks. But yeah. So now let's play a game with Aaron's list. Let's play a game with Aaron's list. A little bit of whack, or wackiness, I should say, in the form of Razor Reflex. I love Razor, so I'm excited to take that for a spin. Oh, we never actually talked about this. I keep going to look at chat and then not doing it. Let me do that real quick. Oh, Vinny kinda sick. Yeah, no, that was awesome. Vynnset does some really cool stuff. That I was thinking that it wouldn't work without the built-in disruption that some of the Runegate attacks have, but she can just make her own disruption in the form of Pummel, and that sure does the trick. All right, so now let's play Aaron's list. Boop. This ought to be good. Another cool thing about these lists is that it's pretty easy to sideboard them, you know? Like, play the AB in the matchups where you want AB. I guess Aaron's is a little tricky, because, like, I don't know if this blue Upsticks is a main board card. But I know that I wasn't running Wax On in the main board unless I only brought it into the matchups where I felt like it was necessary. Same thing with Reinforce the Line. Chest Puff could be a main board card, actually. There's a chance that Razor is just normally Chest Puff. I just want to play with two Razors, so I'm keeping them in the main board. But I could see Chest Puff being like a sideboard card that comes in when you take On the Horizon out. Or maybe in matchups where Humble doesn't have text, you know, you swap in Chest Puff. I can see that. But everything else is like, yep, this is probably the main board. Like this Bluster Bluff, one of Cut Through. I feel like these are always in. I could be wrong though. Maybe there's a little bit more of a delicate thing that Aaron had going on. I know with Philip's list, it was literally like bring in Bluster Bluff when Smash Up doesn't have text. Otherwise, it's Smash Up. Or at the very least, that's how I played it on the day, and it worked. It worked out just fine. Ooh, a dash. Ooh. I played 2 dash during Swish. Dash is really good. I don't think I want Chest Puff here, unless I would... Oh, wait. Here we go. It's one of the few matchups where Humble doesn't have text. So you take Humble out and you put Chest Puff in. Bada boom, bada bing. That was easy. That's a funny reminder. During Swiss, I played against Josh on Dash, and I played Josh. It was funny after the game. Somebody was like, did you beat Josh's Warrior? I was like, it was Dash. Josh and Eugene, another player who's known for playing a specific class, they were both on Dash, and they both gave me really good games. Josh's especially. Not that Eugene's was lesser. It was also great, but my match against Josh was like so down to the wire. It was incredible. Look at all these blues. Silver Talons. Oh, this is just because it's a blue that comes in for 2. Oh, well, I guess we get to turn 0 Feign Vengeance. That's kind of nice. God, I have no arsenal target. I guess Feign Vengeance to maybe turn on a Flying Kick? Or do we put in a 2? This sucks. I guess I don't have to decide yet. I'll decide at the end of the turn. Oh, nice. We're going to get 2 damage across on turn 0. They didn't block the first Kodachi, so maybe... Oh my god, what? You're just going to let me draw? Give me an arsenal target. Hell yeah. Alright. Now I will throw the Feign. Do I keep it? This card is better if you have 2 blues. Maybe I hold back a blue. It also blocks for 3. Crazy that you're not blocking Kodachis, but the card that draws me a card, that you'll block. Whatever. Ooh, that's right. This is a Life of the Party deck, so I have to keep an eye out for that line. Okay. I guess I just have to keep an eye out for Life of the Party, not necessarily that line specifically. Alright, so back up, or rev up for 6 go again. He's got 2 floating thanks to Hyperdriver. I went first, so they didn't get to load gun, but they want to go second anyway, so that's not really saying much. I guess we just block this like so. We're saving our armor for the Life of the Party turn. And outside of that, we're just playing regular Ira. I kind of wanted to keep this for Arsenal, but I shouldn't really let him opt, so we are just going to block it. I'm sure I'm glad that that cost 2 to load. And the good old-fashioned Ira special. Kodachi for 1, 2 for 6, but it's for 7. Although, in this instance, it's a 2 for 7 that was a 2 for 8, but now it's back to a 2 for 7. Oh, these cards are great, by the way. All of them. The Chest Puff, the Bluster Bluff, and Look Tough. What good cards. I love them all. Oh, see, this is where I'd want to do all this jazz to throw a flying kick here. But I'm supposed to save this stuff for Life of the Party. So I guess we're just going to block. Oh, perfect. Not allowed to use armor, but I'll block that for 4. What was that on top? Some kind of blue. All the blues in this deck are the same except for this one, so it doesn't matter. Aaron's not on Pouncing Key either, right? It's just Andrew. Yeah, so his only Tiger payoff is Life of the Party, that's right. Okay, you're demanding some armor, so I'll give it to you. There you go. Hope you enjoy it. If the dash is throwing blue 1s at you, I feel like you're in pretty good shape. We don't have to give armor to this, so I guess I won't. But we should still block it, so we will block it. Here comes a gun for 4, which we'll probably just block for 3. I believe against Josh, this is where I shoved my hat because it blocked for 2. It's like, just take the block. I don't need it. I guess I could have blocked for more there because this might pivot to fatigue, but I don't know. I maybe should have just blocked that there to block out all of the gun. Although I blocked for 3 on it, that's right. Oh yeah, this is fine. Unless I wanted to overblock. So this is a better use of my... Whoa! We want to swing that other Kodachi, my bad. Getting ahead of myself. See, and that's normally where I would have just eaten 3 more damage off the gun and I would have had a flying kick turn there off the back of Tigers. Or I guess I cashed in the rest of the armor block. But this deck is trying to Life of the Party, and wouldn't I have looked foolish for not waiting for Life of the Party? Just shooting gun. That doesn't have go again. Oh, he's loading it. Okay, cool. I can't give armor to this, right? Because it does the... Yeah. So. Well, a little too bad that we don't have a finisher after the life of the party, but I guess the life of the party is the finisher? Unless I want to throw one of these for 2, and I don't think I do, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, we probably just block down to everything but this. Oh, we gotta block with our shoes at some point, too, that's right. Oh, whoopsie. Gotta block that. My bad, friend. I was having a click attack. All I could think about was clicking. And I guess we'll go ahead and cash that in. Hopefully it doesn't throw something with an on-hit. But aside from the opt, I don't think there's many things that have on-hits in this deck. Ooh, and he just lost his hyperdriver. That Big Bertha could have kept it around for longer. Oh wow, can I do all of this off of no cards? So you go Tiger. No, you gotta lead with that. Okay, no, I have to keep at least the blue. I'll keep the chest for the Tiger Eye reflex, because I won't need the resource. Jeez. Do. Next action card you play this turn. Okay, cool. So break the hat. Crazy Brew. The definition of wacky stuff. Crazy Brew. Then we go Tiger for 2. Boop. And yep. I guess the go again isn't going to matter, but everything else will. Ooh, and he's out of armor. Oh wait, I should throw it for 7 so it's a break point. Yep. That's why you don't do it last, because right now it's for 7. Coming in for a humble 7, sir. Life of the party. Oh, look at that. He gave me the hand. Alright, now I just gotta not draw a brick. It's funny, the Crazy Brew turn did 0 damage, but at the same time it's fine, because he gave me everything. Oh, too bad the hand sucks! Oh, that's a bummer. Oh well. I can razor a blue into a blue. Oh boy. Ay, ay, ay. Is that even what I do here? It might be, I don't know. Oh, he's running out of cards and he's blocking. Like, this is potentially good for me. I am gonna razor it. Why not? If he's willing to block that blue, maybe he's willing to block this blue too. Okay, he wasn't. Bum 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 bum. This sounds pretty cool. Sure. Well, I think I gotta put him on Gotta Have It here. Although I should be blocking with that, huh? Okay, phew. Thank God I didn't. I'll suffer the gun for 3, but at least I don't have to suffer wasting my 4 block. Oh, you don't... Why no gun? Thought for sure a gun. Oh, whatever. This is like that Bravo game. Another example of a game where I felt like we were losing pretty significantly. And now I feel like we have a chance we might just win. I guess I could still just get fucking demolished, but I feel like I'm in a good spot to just fatigue him here. This is kind of how the Eugene game went. Me and Eugene's game was very similar to this. Me and Josh's game was very down to the wire. Against Eugene, I kind of just, after a certain point, I started blocking and not attacking. But against Josh, it was very much a back and forth. Oh, these hands are bad. Although, I get to go Bittering Thorns into Sounding Alarm, and I can razor the sound, which is kind of cool. You're just gonna eat that? You're crazy. Well, this is gonna be a pretty big Sounding Alarm. Sounding Alarm for 7. And wait, there might just be more. Alright, Aaron's List. I'm liking Aaron's List the best so far. Although, I'm usually a naysayer on Crazy Brew. I think I just went off of the back of that. Good game. Boop. Alright, let's look at our value per turn. 14. Which is pretty funny. The last turn was our 14 damage turn. Let's ignore the last turn. What? Oh, because we were probably blocking getting value in that way too. Oh yeah, look at that. 18, 14, 18, 10, 12, 14. Threatening 3, 8, 3. Look at these 3 damage threaten. That's crazy. Oh, it's probably just... Yeah, it's dash. So I'm blocking and I'm just throwing Kodachis. Yeah. And then 11, then 10, and 8. So in that case, this 8 here is kind of impressive. Oh, that was off of the arsenal. That's right. So, yeah. God, she's just a good little workhorse style deck. The second Razor was pretty sweet here. I don't know if it was necessary. I feel like we're still in a really strong spot. Although, he set up a pretty nasty hand here. Maybe that was his plan. Let's go like... Can he afford everything? Oh, he could even shoot gun. Wow, yeah. So he was... He set up a kill turn. I needed to kill him or he was going to kill me. That was going to be 4... 7, 12, you can do this too, 15 into a gunshot. How many boosts? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this comes in for 5. Yeah. Probably kills me. Well, let's see, actually. Let's do the math real quick. 4, 7, 12, 15... And then this is for 5, so 20. He was going to throw 20 at me. Oh, wow, yeah, no, that does kill me. Even if the whole hand blocks for 3, and it nearly did. I could block for 11, and I die. Wow. So, I mean, he's never going to get to keep the whole hand, I guess. Like, even here, he was forced to block if I don't have the razor just to live. And it's kind of a mid-hand, because there was no blue to throw Kodachis. I guess the razor really tied it together. But then this turn, does this kill me? Jump start for 5, that for 9, gunshot for 3. No, that doesn't kill me. I can block through that. I can block for 5 here, for 3 here, drop to 5, and then block that. Still have a card left. Or no, I actually don't have any cards left, but then he has no threats left, so yeah. We win this game even without the razor, but it was still pretty cool to do it. Alright, so let's change that win-loss up to a 2-1. So far, pretty good, aside from the Vynnset that absolutely steamrolled me. Let's swap over to my list again, or Philip's list. But yeah, I've been working on a new version of the list. I'm trying to take inspiration from all 3 of these and like see what works. The biggest thing is like I've really fallen in love with Tiger Eye Reflex. But on the day I didn't miss it at all because I didn't have it. But I don't know. I feel like my Ira lists going forward need to have that card, but maybe not. Maybe it's better just to have like more threats in the form of stuff like this. So hard to say for sure. Hard to say for sure. That was another thing. My original list wasn't even on the horizon. And this card is pretty sweet. Sometimes you're really annoyed when you see it, but for the most part, this card is pretty sweet. In a format without Sink Below, I'll take the 4 block that lets me peek. It's close enough to being good. Right, anyway, so let's jump into another game. Oop. How do you feel about the KO matchup? I ask this mainly because of Humble absence. Well, I'm on Humble. My list was on Humble, and all day I felt great into KO. But and Aaron is also on Humble, but Andrew's no nonsense list is on no Humble. And I really like Humble. I think it's like one of the best cards in the format. Oh, hello. Good luck, have fun. So here is Florian, another deck that I have come to give a lot more respect to. They are... You know, that's funny. I wonder if Arcane Polarity actually would be good here. I haven't tested this, but we're gonna try this together. This is a matchup where I don't think I want On the Horizon. This is a matchup where I've come to realize like the Florian can do some really annoying stuff. This hand actually kind of flows together, so we're just gonna pass. I wish this were like a snatch, so then the hand would really flow, but we'll take it. That's another thing, none of the other Iras were on snatch. I was the only one who was running snatch in the top 8. And I honestly thought the card was incredible, but the Ira that beat me in Swiss was telling me all the reasons he didn't like snatch, so maybe there's a reason to not like the card. Okay, this is different. This might not be stack. Or maybe it is, and he's just trying to get his first rune chance by swinging the sword. But, the ones that I had fought in Swiss were just stack into the heavens. But whatever. This lets me block on a card that wasn't really doing much. If he blocks the first Kodachi, I think I Razor it to try and get the cut-throughs turned on. If he just eats the first Kodachi, I'm just going to save the Razor for a later turn. But yeah, so this is not the same kind of Florian I was expecting. Maybe it's going to be even worse than what I'm used to, but into me specifically. But the Florians that just stack like 20-something rune chance, I found Ira... She's quick enough to kill you if they're also not on the life gain. The life gain plus this rune chance, it's like you need to draw really well, otherwise they just leave you in the dust, in my experience. Or not necessarily leave you in the dust, just like laugh as you try to kill them. Okay, I've run into this before actually. I don't know, I forget if it was Florian or not, but some people are playing like just Nebula Blade deck. Like, does this card buff Nebula Blade? Does it block for 3? Alright, we'll play it. And it's pretty cool. I think it has a slightly worse matchup into Ira than the just stack 20-something rune chance variants. And we are just going to sit on the Razor, see if I can't combine it with a Snatch. I know my list is only on 1, so... And look at that, see? He is on the life gain. It's the only reason I brought him the Polarity, actually, was because... Oh, wait, okay, hang on. I kind of want to Razor the Torrent Tempo. I guess we can pitch the Humble for that. Have it for second cycle. I think that's the line. Or pitch the Polarity. You know what? I need to kill him, so we'll pitch the Polarity. Because then I get to land the Humble in Arsenal, and that's pretty good too. He's trying to turn on his hero tech, so maybe it'll line up. Oh wait, I'm so stupid. I love clicking that pass button. I'm all about it. Anytime it turns green, I'm just like, click it! I don't care that I have a reaction. Click that pass button. Yeah, though, I put in the Polarity just because, like, when they stack, like, 20, like, cause you can try to have a 4 blue hands when they throw all the chance at you, that way you can live. But, like, if it's, like, 20-something, even stopping 12 is pretty awful. or if you don't draw all blues. So like the ability to put effectively like a card that pitches for 4 in your arsenal, that sounds a little tempting. I have to test this matchup more to see if it's actually worth it, but it's at least tempting. Ooh, look at this hand on his setup turn. That is not doing enough. Alright, so he is turned on now. Look at that. So he is doing the stacky thing. He's just doing it a little differently. I guess we can turn on key here, which is pretty good. The armor matters a little bit when he throws the attack, but it probably matters more for me to have a good turn here. But then again, Humble's not bad here either. But I need to make this hand less shit, so... Well, I guess I can kind of do it like this by pitching reds. Maybe he'll throw an attack next turn and we don't throw the key unleashed yet. We just throw the humble this turn. But we'll arsenal it that way. We have a good finisher next turn. And he blocked with tilling, so he's probably not actually throwing anything. Probably just stacking more chance. That's okay. We're throwing decent numbers. Well grounded. Oh, he doesn't want this to hit. That makes sense. He's probably making a bunch of chance this turn. Oof, bad hand is bad. What was that? Oh, he is doing it this turn. Okay. Oh my god, and I didn't draw a single blue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ay, ay, ay. I guess we're just eating all of them. What's the sword coming in for? Like 7? Oh, this sucks. Alright, does this hand, before we go any further, does this hand do anything? It can throw Bittering Thorns. We're a hat away from being able to stop the sword if it's coming in for a full 7. Yep, and it is. Considering it makes 2 chance, I think I have to stop this from hitting. So we give a flying kick, and... Oh, this sucks. I guess the up sticks, because maybe later on I'll be able to throw these. And that's where you really need to draw a blue, or 2 or 3 actually. I guess 2 would have been the optimal number there. So we just go Tiger for 2 into Key Unleashed for 7. Not exactly ideal, but it's what we got, so it is what it is. Oh, it's actually for 8. That's kind of nice. Forgot about the +1. But yeah, Florian, keep an eye on it. The deck is actually a little bit more legit than I originally thought. Like, look at this. This is different from the one I fought before, and it's still doing some very impressive stuff. I'd like to think that Valda would just dominate this out of, like, into oblivion, but I don't know. Ooh, that was quick. Like, look at all these chants. There's something there. There is something there. Okay, at least it's only for 4. I have to give him both cards, though, because on hit it's make 2. And I just don't want to deal with that many ruin chants. I'd rather him run out of, like, chant makers. But, like, is that even going to happen? I feel like I'm going to... Oh, my God! And then I draw... I am on the version of the deck that's on the least blues right now, so that's kind of funny. But... not great. Although the hand's actually sick. If only... he wasn't throwing this at me. I guess I can block for 2 off my humble. Ay. Not great. Not great. Too bad that's not my 4 block. Do I have one left? I have both of them left. Ooh, I might have taken them out, though. I think I might have taken them out. This is a matchup where you want to be fast, but I have not been fast enough, unfortunately. Yeah, Florian and Vynnset. The Runeblade players might be slowly figuring out, or there's a chance that these Runeblade decks just get dumpstered by other stuff in the format. But let me tell you, as far as Briar goes, I've been getting kind of rocked. Oh gosh, he's doing even more damage. Look at all the damage they can do on my turn. This is crazy. Let the snatch hit. Wow. Oh god, it's a bad arsenal. I don't even want to arsenal it because I might need a blue for my turn, but... oh well, the polarity showed up at least. This is trouble. Oh, this hand doesn't even block out. And Florian making 6 rune chants off of these is crazy. I guess this is relatively close. If I'd had a little bit more luck, maybe we have a better time here. The other one I fought was on the Scepter, and not Nebula Blade. Although Nebula Blade looking pretty good right now. Stop throwing arcane damage at me on my turn. Can you at least do it on your turn, please? Great, gain some more life. The Runeblade players are figuring it out, y'all. Be ready for them. Okay. Stop the chance like so. Block the damage like so. He's going to fatigue me at this point. I was hoping they would fatigue themselves, but at this rate, they're going to fatigue me. Okay, good. A bunch of blues. A little too late, but... and now they're like not even getting full value because he's only making 2 chants at a time. But whatever, I'll try to fatigue him if I can. Ooh, it's for 10? Good lord. Oh yeah, because he played that pump, yeah. Not dead yet, Florian. You're gonna have to try harder than that. He's currently ahead by 1 card. Oh, good. It's a good thing I'm still at 2, otherwise I wouldn't be able to use this polarity. Oh my god, 4 chants. I'm so dead. Let's gain that. Oh, it's just a sword swing for 7, actually. Still a problem. We can block it, so I guess we do. Back to 2. Sheesh, this is not good. He's at 13 to my... yeah, no, I'm gonna get fatigued before he does. Darn it. Maybe he'll run out of cards that have text. That'd be kind of cool. His bad cards still gain him 2 life, though. And come in for 7. Oh, speak of the 7. least he didn't have a way to make chance this turn. That's kind of nice. I mean, I gotta block it. I don't even know what I'm thinking about. I guess I could drop to 1. Does he have any more of those reactions that I hate? Yeah, looks like he still has 1 left, so never mind. We're just gonna throw Snatch here. I liked the idea of going Kadachi Snatch, but we'll just go Snatch and stay at 2. Whoops, might as well throw it. I got just enough cards left that I might find a feasible arsenal. You never know. Ooh-wee, the Florians. Oh, no. Speak of the devil, there's that D-Reacts. Really well timed, too. I mean, I think I'm losing this one no matter what, but that was super well timed. Yeah, he's gonna fatigue me. That sword. I scoffed at the sword at the start of this game, too. That sword is kicking my butt. And he's at 6, so there's no way I grind him down with the Kadachi. I wonder what... There was a Florian in the top 8. Wonder what knocked them out. They lost the first round. So it must have been a KO or an Ira. Or maybe the Valda. But I don't think Wookie had knocked out the Florian. Oh, anyways, back to the game. Sorry, Florian. I was just curious if you were similar to the list at top 8. You're not, because I think that list was also on the Scepter, so... Yeah, the Florian and the Vynnset. That has been the standout in the testing tonight. There's something real to those. Oh dear. He didn't have a second aura to banish, I guess, there. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna die to the sword. Is it a sword for 1? Nope. Sword was always turned on. Good game. Good game, Florian. That was impressive. Florian does the old school Vynnset stuff better, not Vynnset, Viserai stuff than Viserai ever did. So he was out of... Wow, he was literally out of Ruin Chant Makers outside of the sword after that. So I nearly had him fatigued because eventually sword for 1 is pretty easy to deal with. He was even out of non-attacks. That was his last non-attack. Wow. But sword for 1 after all the blocking I had to do is actually probably still worth it because I have no deck left to his 4s, 5, potentially 6 if he never arsenaled that. Yeah. Pretty good, Florian. Pretty good. Can't deny it. Alright, 2 and 2. Well, I don't know which one I should play now. We've done 2 games on each. I guess we could try the no-nonsense list again. I kind of want to play Aaron's Life of the Party list again, though, just for fun. But nah, let's do another game on my list. Or Philip's list, but the list I've been playing. Let's join one of these competitive games. Oh, look at that Valda. This is perfect. Okay. So I should go second because that's what I did in top 4, but we're going to go first because it's such a disadvantage if you don't go first. Okay, then. So this is a matchup where you do want to be on Oasis Respite. I didn't actually run it in the top 4, but I was told afterward that it's like, you know, it's worth it because it can save you. Smash Up is literally the reason I won the match, so we're bringing it in. We'll cut one of these, and we'll cut... What's the other cut? I guess a Torn of Tempo? Sure. Oh, we might get some leak thanks to Razor on turn 0. That'd be pretty cool. Arsenal the flying kick. Not a bad way to start the match. Not a bad way to start the match at all. Oh my gosh, they're not blocking. So many people don't block the first Scarachi against Ira, which I guess there's a world where you get punished, but for the most part, like, you can block the first Scarachi against Ira. It's fine. It's like she's going to throw another one for 2, and then she's going to throw like one more thing. She's very rarely going to throw like multiple things on turn 0. She's not that kind of ninja, so it's like, oh wow, I shouldn't have thrown a second thing because I did not expect him to make that many chants or seismic surges. I was tempted not to throw the next Scarachi too, bummer. That's how you get punished. That's how you get punished. Does this whole hand convert? It does, fortunately. Yeah, it does. Okay. Disable with dominates. Well, we need to protect our arsenal. Oh, I guess I can just give him the fridge. Do I even need to give him a card here? Let's think. So I need 2 blues for this to be turned on. I guess, yeah, we don't need to... We don't need to do everything, because I'm not going to use the chest yet. Although I'm out of tiger makers, aren't I? So I might as well use it. But I already have too much pitch anyways, so... I'll just save it. Yeah, we'll just save it. Maybe it stops a crush later. You never know. It's possible. That's another cool thing I've learned with trying to build more perfect Ira. Is like this chest, if you have Tiger Eye, like later on in the match, you'll find a way to... Oh, I don't even have to use my tiger shit here, do I? Yeah, because we're... Oh, I don't even have to use it yet. We won't then. I still have a hunting key. But the point still stands. I guess we'll Arsenal the Legacy. Or no, we have to pitch it. The chest being able to use like separately. Like the turn you crack shoes and gloves to throw a tiger for 2, if you don't need the resource, then you can just save it for a turn later on in the match when you use Tiger Eye Reflex. You can, and you're like a resource short, then the chest just comes in so clutch. So I'm a pretty big fan of Tiger Eye Reflex. I'm pretty sure that's going to be in my final version of the list. Pretty sure. We'll see. I need to test and see if just like a regular blue 3-block is better. Sometimes you draw the yellow and it doesn't pitch the Kadachis, and that's really frustrating sometimes. So just something to think about. What is happening, Valda? Oh, I guess it's a Kadachi for 5. They gotta at least think about blocking it. Do I want to Legacy that? No. Oh yeah, we have to pitch, duh. I need it for the flying kick. That's another cool thing about Valda is, like, a lot of the times, if your hand does convert, you don't have to worry about blocking with it. She's not going to let you. And then the old flying kick for 7. This is a great spot to be in. I've still got a lot of health left. I've got a little bit of armor left. They don't have 3 seismic surges currently. Ooh, I didn't keep an arsenal, so their Teutonic instability was turned off. That card is so frustrating when you try to keep an arsenal. And it just turns into their dominate and you losing a card. I guess it replaces itself, but it's very rare that you're happy with that result. Alrighty then. Where was I? Ooh, they're taking a setup turn? Sick, this hand rules. Yeah, if they let this hit, we just go 4/4 humble for 6. I don't even have to worry about using our armor. Oh no, you bastard. I guess I'll keep the cut through for Arsenal, actually. It's fine. I could see, yeah, they had the one block left on it. It makes sense. Just a bummer. I thought for sure they were going to let that hit. It's still a good arsenal target. What you thinking, Valda? Maybe I need to refresh. I feel like since they're not dominating right now anyways, they shouldn't care about this humble. Ooh, am I about to get pummeled? Is that why they want to keep the hand? I'm maybe about to get pummeled. Ooh, and the hand sucks. Why? Why does the hand suck? Oh, I'm not getting pummeled. He just wanted to throw a 13 at me. Okay. Well, he's at 8. So if I throw like a monster at him, but I'm not really trying to pitch the Kodachis with these kind of cards. Ooh, I can get that into Arsenal though. I'm tempted to try and flying kick here. I just don't know if it's correct. But Tiger for 2. 100 wins for 4. Flying kick sounds pretty good. So fuck it. We're going to do it. I'll take 11. The Crush doesn't have any text. I'll still be at 7. With an Oasis and Arsenal, maybe we can play through it. Oh, he's still got a lot of armor left, actually. Ugh. Maybe I should have blocked there because I could have. Oh well. Too late now. I mean, he's at 8, so I feel like I need to try and throw some damage at him, but he's got a lot of armor left, actually, so this might have been a mistake. I maybe should have just blocked for as much as I could there, and then... Oh, actually, yeah, because we can block for 7, throw that like a head jab, and then Arsenal the Oasis. Not the worst choice in the world. Oh well, at least the turn is still a decent one, but could have been better. Oh, I can't even replace that, can I? Fuck. Yeah, there's a wrinkle in my plan. Start throwing Kodachis at him. If he lets one of them hit, then we're still throwing 6, and it's the same as 7, kinda. You're such a weirdo. You overblocked with your shield, so it feels like this came in for 4. I don't even care. I shouldn't call my opponent a weirdo, but like... Just let the stupid thing hit. Whatever. It blocked for 2. It's fine. This hand is not exactly it. So I think we'll just block it like so. If for whatever reason he lets the tempo leak through, then I'll throw a snatch at him. Oh, pummel. Oh, well, never mind then. Oasis Respite. Sick. Way to accidentally play around pummel. I'll take it. Alright, we get a chance here. We have got a chance. And a snatch. He's still got armor left, so it's not that annoying, but still pretty annoying. Ooh, they're gonna dominate me. Am I already dead? Don't love that. I might actually be dead if they're this might be 10 if they're keeping a card back. Maybe I draw the other Oasis? Didn't draw it. Is this 10? Am I dead? Yep, it's 10. Son of a bitch. He got me by exactly 1. He still had armor left. He could have been at 3. Yeah, I mean, nothing I could do about it, unfortunately. Bummer. Armor's all blocked up. I guess the turn where I ate all that damage, that was a little not safe. That was a little bit not safe. What did I threaten? I mean, we were threatening pretty good numbers, actually, so... I want to say that was because I took all that damage on that one turn where it didn't have Dominate, and I could have just blocked out. Because then I'm not in the Dominate 10 cheese range. But, what are you going to do? That is that's one that's like turned out to be a tougher matchup than I originally gave it credit for. I beat the one in Swiss so handily, and then managed to win my top 4 match, but then since has learned that matchup is actually pretty awful. So I don't mind losing this one at all, actually. Very close. Again, there was that turn where I had an all-red hand, and I ate a bunch of damage to have a good crackback. But that very easily should have been a turn I blocked in retrospect. Yeah. But in any case, still really fun. The matchup's super close, you know. They played it really well, blocking Kodachis. I thought the overblock on the steel-bladed braided buckler was a little strange on a Kodachi for 1, but it did stop my attack from coming in for 4, so I guess it was worth it, I guess. And I was pitching reds to my Kodachi, so maybe he knew that I was trying to turn something on. In retrospect there, maybe I should have just... Yeah, you know what? That might have been the misplay of the game. I should have probably cracked my chest and then thrown the 7. Because I was thinking he lets a Kodachi hit, then I'm going to be able to throw 6 here and still Arsenal the Oasis. But the whole reason I took damage there was because I was going to finish the turn with a 7. And because I didn't think about clearing my arsenal for the Oasis, I decided to go for the Kodachi cut-through line because I was thinking it would come in for 6. It only ended up coming in for 5. I guess it's kind of like it came in for 6, though, because he did block with his shield. But in retrospect, I can just IP the Oasis and keep the cut-through and arsenal, just use the chest to pay for the flying kick. We actually do throw the 7. But he wasn't at a true 1. He still had 2 block left on his chest, so it's really like he was at 3. Okay, so then the 7 only really gets him to 2. I guess then, in turn, the cut-through can maybe do something. In any case, though, that was the misplay. Instead of just praying that a Kodachi's going to hit, I should have just IP'd the Oasis, kept the cut-through in arsenal, used the chest to throw the 7. And then I guess I just need cut-through to get out of arsenal naturally so that I then can either... Yeah. The pommel on the hammer throws a little bit of a wrinkle into it, because I felt like that was a good time to cash in the Oasis, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe saving it to try and protect me from Dominate later is better. I don't know. That's a tough one. This matchup is like, there's all kinds of moving parts. I've been toying around with Reinforced Line. I've been toying around with Tiger Eye Reflex, which we've been talking about all day. So, like, there's ways to make the Valda matchup better, but it's, you know, it's something to just think about. Like, Ira got me second place on the day at that tournament, but today, as you saw, Valda is a much harder matchup than I originally thought. Florian and Vynnset both kind of messed me up. I guess the Florian one was kind of close, but the Vynnset one was not close. So Ruin Blades and Guardians, you know, there's still a lot to be done in the Silver Age format. But that being said, I really appreciate how good Ira is. She's very versatile. And that's kind of my big thing with her. The versatility is bar none. Like, nobody is able to be as good into as many matchups, in my opinion. I guess KO's kind of incredible, so there's that. But the fact that Iris got game into so many different things, like, not exactly overpowered or, what's the word? It's not like your opponents are at a disadvantage into you, or that you're overly advantaged, but you've always got, like, at least something close to a 50-50, maybe slightly favored. And that feels great, you know? Just the fact that you've got game into almost everything. I don't know. I really like the deck. I think Ira's pretty incredible. And as you can see, there's a lot of different ways to build her, be it looking for a scrap, be it the no-nonsense build of Andrew with no razors, no scar for scars, no snatch, Aaron's extra nonsense in the form of life of the party, or my and Philip's list, which is, like, you know, no nonsense, but very aggro slanted, less blues, access to razor. The Key Unleashed was a big standout again, you know, just, it's a 2 for 7. In my opinion, it's like another flying kick, but you just, like, you know, you crack your shoes and boom, it's turned on. Yeah, Ira's pretty sick, but I think we're gonna call that a stream. Appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out. This was a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody, you know, just chilling with the card guys and all of us. We really enjoy y'all helping us and chatting with us and stuff like that. Flesh and Blood's a really fun game, and you guys are a bunch of really cool human beings. But yeah, I'm getting ready for Japan. I hope you're going to be in Japan. Oh, here's my top 4 gold foil. It's actually finals, top 2, but there is no special gold foil for the guy who got second. You just get the gold foil that the top 4 people got. But it's the gold foil Blade Beckoner gear, which I can't wait. I'm going to sell it in Japan, hopefully, but if I was personally going to rock a gold foil, I'd rather have a Blade Beckoner gold foil than a Blossom of Spring. No shade to the champion, but Blossom of Spring, in my opinion, is very cool. I like the Blade Beckoner stuff. When I block with my Blade Beckoner and Sage, and I stop, like, I don't know, what's something with an on hit? Humble. We'll say Humble. When I block Humble with, like, a 2 block, a 3 block, and the 1 block on my Blade Beckoner, and then later on in the game, I block with my Blade Beckoner on their weapon, getting the second block out of it. Oh, love it. So good. I really like the Blade Beckoner armor. So yeah, I'll take my second place gold foil, and I like it. Oh, and I got a PTI too. So sick. It was an awesome weekend. Thank you guys for talking with me about Ira. She's sick. I'm going to try and perfect the list before Japan. I'll be sure to share that with the card guys, patrons, and all that jazz. Reach out to me on Discord or Twitter if you ever want to talk about CC or Sage or whatever it may be. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Ira's great. There's still some really good decks in Sage, though, so don't get it twisted. There's other good options, too, but Ira's pretty sweet. I'd like to hear what you would change about the list now. I mean, right now, we talked about it briefly. Stuff like Tiger Eye Reflex probably deserves a spot in the list. What was the other one? Smash Up. Smash Up proved to be great all day. I don't know if it's something that should be in the sideboard. It should probably just be in the main board, but it depends, you know. If more decks show up like Florian, where Smash Up doesn't really have text into him. It kind of does, but they run a lot of non-attacks, and Smash Up being a 2-block is worse when they just flip over a non-attack and laugh at you. What else? Oh, Reinforce the Line as well. We talked about that. Maybe Unmovable. I've got nothing concrete right now, but there's ideas I'm trying to figure out, stuff to help certain matchups. Also got to figure out like what's going to rise to the top in Japan. If a bunch of Dash show up, or Florian, or Vynnset, or Valda, or whatever it may be, Oldham, I just got to adapt to that meta and try to predict it as best I can. I don't have anything concrete for you right now, though. I'll make changes to the list, though, and I'll share about it in the future. But for right now, it's just it's very fresh and very current, and I'm working on it. But thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming out. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And until next time, this is Willie B. Signing off. Peace out.